The poor kid was 27 years old and says he started experiencing the flu every time he came at the age starting at 18. So every time he ejaculated from 18 to 27, he was like bedridden for days. And he said he also got full body rashes and hives as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's what was the word again you used for the hay fever? Right?
Hay fever. Yeah.
That's what it is. That you've seen
both.
people. Like if you've played sports and shit, you've seen people have reactions to like snacks and shit. They get it. Like
he got 1,000 bumps every time.
They turn all red and they're
hey, do anything for spring break? Yeah, I'm gonna come on Friday, and hopefully I'll be good to go by the time Monday rolls back around.
I'll be sick for a week.
Yeah, when he's out of class on Monday, he came on the weekend. Yeah.
Oh yeah, first thing he does Friday night.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah. Good
morning and welcome to episode 1062 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. I've got all the top entertainment headlines, mostly in the cup of coffee in the big time. Lots of entertainment news. I'm sure you guys saw some of it. Big splashes.
That was a good morning.
It was.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I tried to build that one, a little quiet to louder a little bit.
Yeah.
People are going to love it.
Yeah.
So the nuances of it. Mark's got 3 stories of people who don't get laid a lot on deck.
Yeah. I'd say never. They never get laid. It's a sad tale. It's like a horror story, a campfire trilogy of not getting laid.
That's terrible for everybody involved.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Terrible for everybody involved. And then Wes has got
about my Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for Wes.
It's been a spooky month so far with news and of everything. It's been a
spooky season. This is the month to do an anthology on not getting laid horror stories.
A lot of dark, and this is after your complete all negative coffee yesterday. So it's October. Tis the season. And then Wes, speaking of tis the season, he's got some horror stories to close it out on this spooky episode.
I do. We're taking to the skies and we're taking it to the neighborhoods for some spooky, scary stories.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is
one that we can. These are ones that we can all relate to.
Ooh, this is the episode for those that like the creepy crawly, scary stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of is. Let's see. You guys got anything else? Oh, make sure to follow Hard Factor News and Hard Factor Highlights on YouTube. Those channels, as we've let you know before, are the best ones on the entire YouTube. So that's one reason to follow them, and then the other is to support the show. So
that's right. We're planning on monetizing the dick out of that highlights channel next year. So
Mark is working hard on it. So
go ahead and get that subscribe in there. Yeah.
Yeah, support your favorite podcasters. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, fellas?
I was gonna say I think I made an enemy at my I made an enemy of myself at my local 7-Eleven. They have this sign up. It's a really annoying sign. It says we are out of change. Please use exact change if you can, and no one else.
Okay, otherwise they'll shortchange you. Okay,
otherwise they'll shortchange me. Yeah, had it done to me many times. So in my car, I have a very big change holder, like the spare change holder. It's like one of those drawers. So now, if you are a 7-Eleven member, any size coffee is $1.61. So what I did is I went through my change and I got out 61 pennies, and I handed it. Yeah, I did. And I handed it to the guy with $1. I said, "Here you go." And he didn't even count it. He just threw it in the drawer and looked at me like I was like a piece of shit.
Well, that was a mistake. You go to Coinstar with that 61.
I was trying to help him out. He said he was out of coins.
61 pennies. To me it's fair. I think the guy's an asshole for having that sign. No, I think it's a dick move to have that sign. Honestly,
it is.
That's a I've given up on inflation guy right there. He's like, I don't even count. I don't even count
ask for exact change, but when you give someone 61 pennies, you can't expect them to be like, "Oh,
that has a sign,
we're friends."
A business that has a sign that says
so
we
you
won't
gotta
give
go
you
somewhere else
exact
now.
change is like basically like we don't take our fucking job seriously. So to me, it's like, you know, you're gonna treat me like an asshole, I can treat you like an asshole back.
Oh,
with
yeah,
that
maybe
sign.
that'll work.
And then the next day I went in and the total was 410, whatever I was buying. And the lady, I had a 5 and the lady goes, "You don't have 10 cents?" And I go, "No, but I got 4 ones. You want to spot me 10 cents?" And she goes, "Fine, get me next time." So I'm just running the tables on them with the change game up there.
Why
Yeah,
don't you just
exactly.
use a
I mean-
card?
Because why
No,
I have cash. You know I'm a cash guy.
Yeah, Wes is a cash guy. Plus, this
Who's
is
still a cash guy.
people who have cash. Like, look, these are this is a business. They're supposed to have change.
Strippers and West.
Under the table
No, I mean, you're
deals.
supposed to have fucking change. You're a convenience store.
It's a lot less change these days. My 7-Eleven's gotten worse too. Remember, I had the incident with the dumping, and that was on the Patreon. But since then, like that guy's like, I haven't seen either him or the owner recently, but still gonna give him a piece of my mind. But it's gotten so bad. The owner hired like a couple new people, and some of the women he hired may or may not have been homeless, you know, in the past recently.
Oh, right.
And their friends all come at night now. So it's like there's like
to hang out.
15 homeless people between the hours of like 8 p.m. and midnight every weeknight now. And there's like all their little bikes outside and they just took over. They're like running game on the dumpster too. So like they're like looting the dumpster.
You're about to have like an oil drum fire outside
And
your
this
house.
Coke.
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
They're
usually avoid the
they're
7-Eleven
drinking
at night,
French
so-
vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it gets cold, they're gonna have fires out there in the ravine.
I think they're getting some things for free from their
Oh,
friends.
100% they are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For the discount.
Wouldn't you?
Right by the red
on
box.
the house? Yeah.
Anytime I ever worked for a food place, my friends got hooked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, you might actually find a dead guy inside of one of the cars now that that's going on. Now that
It's interesting. I walked over there and I rounded the corner and I was like, holy camp, you know,
yeah,
15 guys out
it's a
here.
legit homeless
Yeah.
camp now
Yeah.
in that 7-Eleven parking lot. That 7-Eleven was already horrible though. So oof.
Yeah. Now it's just hilarious.
Wow.
All right,
yeah,
let's do the
it's
news.
comically bad. All right. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Trending news, the top trending stories you need to know. But first, a fun fact from listener Andrew Parker in Leeds. Speaking of Leeds United, wasn't their best showing on Sunday, but we'll get it back together. MOT. Okay, so
Dave calls.
me too. Dallas Dave, if you're hearing it, please give us an update. We need to know too, because like as a Leeds fan, I've been watching and I'm like, what do I'm losing hope a little bit. We started the season
I need
hot.
to hear it from Dallas Dave.
Yeah,
Sounds like he's
come on.
lost hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Okay. Fun fact though, from Andrew Parker, who is in Leeds. So you know he's never losing hope because he's a hometown guy there. A woman on Magnetic Island in Queensland, Australia, recently, like this month, found a random whale penis on the beach. So a beached whale penis. Here is the TikTok, guys.
There's a new one. What the fuck
Oh,
is
don't
that?
touch it.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
It is
moving.
massive. Look,
huge. Yeah,
that's my
Don't
foot.
touch it.
size of a leg. Yeah,
That is.
It's like the size of my leg.
yep.
Ugh. Disgusting.
It kind of looks like a leg.
Damn.
Yeah, whale
Who's
dicks.
biting
So-
off the whale dicks?
I don't know. But Mark, here's one good news for you. Lots of killjoys in the comment sections, including like marine biologists and whatever scientists. They say that they think it could be a whale tongue too. But
Yeah, it did look like a tongue, didn't it?
yeah, a little bit. But the poster, Boots Kun Tinaf in Australia on TikTok, she thinks it was a beach whale dick, probably because it's funnier that way. So
Well,
I'm going with her.
Either way, what's a tongue doing? Same
Orcas ripped off somebody's
orca
tongue or dick.
Or they could have bit
Yeah.
the dick off too.
Yep.
Right. Get them hard,
Well, ain't above
and then
it.
we'll
You know?
kill them.
Probably orcas is my guess.
Yeah.
When you see a random penis that's been ripped off in the sea, you got to think, what animal is going to do that?
Orca.
Yeah. There's only one. There's only one
Or
suspect.
one we
really.
don't know about. Something we don't know about or orca. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Or,
should-
or like
you
a
should-
shark.
She should
maybe.
mount that, honestly. You find
Yeah.
a whale dick like that, you got to mount it.
What if
I agree. You got
what
definitely
if-
got to take it home.
What if it was like a reverse cowgirl aggressive female whale that ripped his dick off because she was like
That could
it
be
slipped-
too.
You know what I mean? It like slipped out and then he it got a bad
Maybe
angle.
whales just fuck so hard that
Right.
like they rip their dicks off.
Like guys
sometimes.
break their dicks all the time. What if he,
Yeah, it looks
what
like
if
it
he
was
broke
bitten.
it so severely that he's like, now you need to bite it off. I'm in pain here. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm with Wes though. You gotta take that whale dick home because you could sell that to a Chinese person for I don't know, like $1 million.
It totally wouldn't stink.
Fresh from the sea,
Yeah,
whale dick.
bring that right to the basement.
Yeah, it'd be just like the dead body at Jasper's. All right, on to the trending news. Big win for bearded guys. First, nice. Real Madrid forward Karim Benzema has owned the soccer world this year. Last couple of years, really, including scoring while beating Barcelona already this week and winning the Ballon d'Or, the golden ball, as the awarded to the world's best player each year. So he did that already this week, and it's only Tuesday. So.
El Clasico, Ballon d'Or. Wow.
Yep.
Huh.
And he's got a nice beard, big, full one.
It's crazy because he's always been very, very, very good, but he's got to be in his 30s.
Yeah, he's peaking later in his career.
He's peaking later in his career. Like he was always excellent, obviously, but he's had his best 2 years, the last 2 years in his got to be early 30s.
It's almost like an Ovechkin of soccer feeling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Kind of like
It's-
the older he gets, the better he gets.
which is like a feel good for guys like us that are in our 30s and beards. You want that. You want to see.
Oh
that.
yeah, like
it's
he's a
awesome.
sloppy looking dude, and so is
Yeah.
Ovechkin. You got to love
He
that.
should
Like
be
when guys
horrible
like
right
that
now.
can just
He's
keep playing
crushing it.
forever. Yeah. It's the opposite of Tom Brady. Tom Brady's like clean cut pliability. These guys like probably like eat McDonald's breakfast. Ovechkin eats like chicken parm like before the games. Yeah. So I mean, like, you know, not it's the opposite style, but you can still be great at a late age in that style too. Also, lots of people online talking they're pumped for the House of Dragon finale next week.
Yeah,
So-
it's set up nicely for sure.
You guys watch that on Sunday?
Oh yeah.
Rooms 34. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a dragon versus dragon battle. You know that.
It's gonna be
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Rings of
Dragon
Power.
versus dragon, or is it going to be? Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
There will be dragon
the
versus
big one.
dragon
Right.
for sure.
The big
Yes.
one. Also, people talk about Sauron and the Rings of Power. Probably
That was
can't
a
talk
cool
much
ending.
about that, but
That was good too.
don't want to watch it.
I thought that the Rings of Power was really good in the beginning, unlike a lot of people. Then I got really bored with it. Like in
The
of
middle
season.
wasn't good.
Holy crap,
Like,
was the middle boring.
yeah.
And then they really had a good finale. So yeah.
There was a lot of skip episodes.
Glowing
in the middle.
endorsement.
Especially no, these hobbits, West. You got to know the last
You don't
scene,
like J.R.
the
Tolkien
hobbits
shit.
are horrible.
You don't need, you can skip
West,
it. Yeah.
West, the hobbits.
Oh,
are so
I
bad.
haven't even
Like,
thought about watching it.
oh, you should. It's
Do you
actually.
chuckle when you see it?
Yeah.
Ah, God.
Oh,
Rings
but
of Power.
Oh, but 4K. You got to watch that on 4K. It's
It
beautiful.
is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
They spent $1 billion on that season.
Yeah, it's the most expensive show of all time, and you can
The-
see why.
The
Yeah.
humans, and you have to clarify because there's elves and dwarves and halflings. The
Oh,
human
right.
island, incredible.
Oh, the graphics and the like the scenery, the landscape shots they got for that.
But really boring for 5 episodes.
Very boring for most
Yeah.
of the season.
Yeah, but if you
Most
if you
of
like,
the season, extremely beautifully boring.
if you watched it on like 3x speed, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just watched Rings of Power on 3x, House of Dragons a little bit more. You know, there's a lot. They know HBO knows how to like.
It's a little
Amazon's
raunchier.
new to the game, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's like brothels where people are getting prone boned and choked against the wall and stuff. They mix that in during the slow parts of House of Dragon, which is not quite the same in
Right.
Ring of Power. It's like
No,
they sing
you're not getting that.
they read a poem, you know.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of heartfelt moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The Hobbits, though. Wes, fast forward through those if you do watch it. Okay, we're gonna keep it in screen related news next with the revelation, and this is in bad news for sometimes bearded men, that Jason Sudeikis, he turns out found out his ex wife, right, or
Yes.
certainly girlfriend, ex Olivia Wilde was cheating with Harry Styles because of an Apple Watch she left in the house while going to film Don't Worry, Darling with Harry. I think we've maybe talked about that before. So,
She did 1,000 steps at 3 a.m.
right. No, Jason was literally just reading their sexts, their sexy, flirty texts to each other while on set, while he was home with their kids, 6 and 8 years old. So I don't know if we had known the full details, but their nanny finally did an interview with the Daily Mail and gave like the, you know, like the gory truth, and it's horrible.
Well, the
Yeah, she
star
said he was sobbing and stuff. Like it was just it was a too much tell all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to hear all that.
Oh, I'm going to tell you one part here. The nanny, who was later fired by a drunk Sudekis drunkenly when he was just like in a bad
Crying.
mood later. Cried, drinking, and screaming. So she's finally broken her silence. She told the Daily Mail on Monday morning of November 9th. This is all the way back in 2020. When I came back from a weekend off, Jason was crying a lot. Crying and crying. I didn't know what had happened at all. After I got the kids ready, Jason came upstairs and was having some coffee. He was crying in a mess, saying, "She left us. She left us." Yeah. And so after that, Jason, who turns out all weekend had just been reading Harry Styles texting his wife about fucking her.
That's tough.
Then Jason banned Harry Styles music from being played in the house, which I'm sure the kids loved and played all the time. And then the marriage.
How do you tell Apple though? How do you tell Spotify?
How do you tell England?
Yeah, it's tougher because like any playlist is just gonna come on. Yeah.
Everywhere he goes in England, there's a
How do you tell the radio? Yeah.
I'm so happy. I have no idea what Harry Styles music sounds like. So I just,
it's great.
I don't know. Anyways, after that, Jason, he banned Harry Styles from being played at the house. And then the marriage with Wilde famously went down in very public flames with Olivia this year getting served legal divorce papers while speaking at CinemaCon. So it's very sad.
He was getting petty because he was pissed.
Coach Ted Lasso. Oh yeah, it's pretty much the worst thing imaginable besides like your wife dying for a guy in his situation. So she just basically did the worst thing she could do to him besides like an accidental death and leaving.
Well,
him
I read
kids.
I heard that movie was trash. Her movie that she directed.
Oh yeah, Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles movie. It wasn't good. No way.
But the star was really good. Something Pugh. She was like Oscar nomination worthy in a horrible situation, and she like broke out as like a star.
She was a revelation.
She and other people were like disgusted. She beefed with Olivia Wilde a lot because basically she was fucking Harry Styles on set. And everyone on set knew, and then like Sudekis would show up with the kids for a scheduled visit, and then Harry Styles would go to his trailer for a weekend, and they would like be far away, and she'd be like, "This is my husband Jason and my kids," and then he'd leave, and then Harry Styles would fuck her in front of everyone again.
Jason was reading the text.
Yeah,
on the.
So everyone on set knew too. Everyone but Jason knew. Yeah.
No, and he eventually did.
He figured it out. He was the 80th person to figure it out.
Reading them on the Apple Watch. Yeah. So
the sound guy knew. The craft table knew.
80 takes.
Drunk.
Yeah.
Firing is made. Yeah. Olivia Wilde, just one of the worst people on planet Earth. I got to tell you, Harry Styles, not much better. Okay. One last movie before we move on to music, taking it to Vermont. The Flash, Ezra Miller, finally had his day in court over the liquor bottles he allegedly stole.
He looks sane.
I mean, he's cleaned up. He's got a collar on.
What is the hair going on there?
He's that long hair.
Single hair thing going on over his face.
Yeah, like one strand on each side.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
right.
Well, he's got to keep an edge. You know, he's sober
got a
now,
shirt buttoned all the way up with no tie. That's an insane look.
That's to cover the
with
cuts.
The sweater over it
with no tie all the way buttoned up. That's insane.
It's because he has scars all over his body. Yeah.
Probably lots of tats at this point. So he had his day in court, had to cover up, as the guys noted there, looking like Mr. Rogers is on meth or something. And he was he was in Bennington Superior Criminal Court Monday morning via video link, and his attorney Lisa Shellcrott. Wow, that's a bad name. Defense attorney Lisa Shellcrott.
Shellrot. Crotch rot.
Yeah. Of the firm Langrock, Sperry, and Wool. Oh my God. Entered not guilty pleas on Miller's behalf on Monday. And the homeowner who he allegedly stole the liquor from is identified by the Vermont State Police as Isaac Winokur. And he says that he's known Ezra Miller for 18 years and that Ezra wasn't invited on May 1st when he stole the booze allegedly out of Mr. Winokur's house. But Ezra is saying that it was vinegar and cooking wine, like a cannonball cooking wine and vinegar that he was taking from to his mom from her friend, Mr. Winokur. And so the next hearing is on January 13th. And I have no idea.
Ezra's been taking whatever he wants for the last couple of years from wherever he wants.
Yeah. From
whole
families and stuff.
Mr. Winokur's lucky it was just some wine.
How is he not settled yet, Mr. Winokur, is what I'm wondering. The next hearing is January 13th. And amazingly, as Mark, as you point out, Ezra Miller is back in with the studio after his insane run of like just stealing families and running an armed compound.
You know what that means.
What do you mean?
Flash 1 is going to be fucking fire. Flash 1 is obviously testing through the roof. People are giving it standing ovations that we're not hearing about because it's not at some festival where you do standing ovation. People in private rooms that are testing it are crying, laughing, snot coming out of their face. I bet Flash 1 is going to be incredible because he's not fired yet.
He knows it too.
Yeah.
He's playing. He's playing with house money.
He's like it's like when Iron Man 1 came out and Robert Downey Jr. just blew everyone's socks off. Flash 1 is his character's gonna be like Downey Jr. in Iron Man 1.
He's an amazing actor. I mean, if you haven't followed his career, he is a good young actor, and he looks very confident in this photograph. I mean, he knows. He's heard how it's testing. Sure, it's excellent. I can't wait to see Flash. I know. I mean, as much as his summer really disgusted me and everybody else, I still want to watch it as well. Okay, over to music, where BTS, the South Korean K-pop megastar group, there they are, guys. They're pausing their boy band until about 2025 to complete their mandatory military service to the country of South Korea. In South Korea, all men must serve 18 months in the military by age 28. And the oldest member of BTS is now 29. He got like a little reprieve from the government, but now, basically they have to all, do their 18 months.
Right.
So
what a unit, yeah.
I think
right.
They're
What a formidable platoon right there.
I think they're going to be protected, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they got to do like desk jobs, right? Those guys
they'll be like Prince Harry in the fucking army. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to put them on the what's it called? The
front line.
Demoralization line or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah.
No.
Demilitarization.
Yeah. They're not at the line in the DMZ.
No, they're going to be nowhere near the DMZ line. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, definitely not. Also the Georgia governor debate was Monday night. I'm sure you'll see some stuff about that this morning.
Why the hell wasn't that televised?
Oh, well, no, the Warnock Walker one was last Friday, and they didn't announce it in advance, or I don't think televised. I tried to look for the link when it went live, but I couldn't find it. God
damn it.
I saw that maybe you could watch it. I saw that Walker like pulled out like a fake badge. Like a fake badge, and I don't know. I wish we had been able to see it. I wish it had been on, like, they need to be putting this stuff on primetime TV, but they're just not. I don't know. They're trying to put politics is weird. This particular midterm run up has been very strange to me, like with like just how it's been handled on both sides, kind of. And so like, and the weird candidates too, like Walker and Oz and Fetterman and like all these
Fetterman
candidates.
Oz one's so good because Fetterman still is so stroked out.
Yeah, he's so stroked out, and Oz
has always been crazy.
Yeah,
we got to get the Oz Fetterman on TV. We got to get the Warnock Walker on.
But
TV.
it's weird. People are like trying to hide them because they're so bad. It's like so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing for America that these are the
both
choices.
Parties, right? Yeah, exactly. It's like the candidates are so bad in this midterm that like.
Do you want a 7-foot tall freak that's stroked out, or do you want Dr. Oz, who's got ties to like foreign countries and is a dick?
Yeah, so people
I want to see it.
I think, Mark, the reason it wasn't televised, the Walker Warnock, is because we're the only ones that want to see it. Everybody else is like, I don't want to see him. I want to pretend that America's politicians don't exist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would love to see it, though. So, come on, Fox and CNN and whoever else, get it on there. So the Georgia governor debate, Stacey Abrams versus Brian Kemp, is Monday night. You'll be seeing stuff about that this morning. Broncos, Chargers. Also, Robbie Anderson was traded from the Panthers, the horrible Panthers,
they got rid of him?
the Cardinals. Yeah, and who are also getting DeAndre Hopkins back at the same time. So, quite an upgrade for Kyler Murray there.
Yeah. Yeah, his little ass better throw some TDs now.
He's got no excuse now. He's getting two good receivers.
He's got his favorite college player, who's fast, Hollywood Brown. He's got DeAndre Hopkins back. Robbie Anderson's had a good career. I think
Brown or somebody got injured. So maybe it was he should improve for the rest of the season, which brings us to
the cream of the crop.
Today, the cream of the crop is when you get in trouble, you just buy something else that lets you do what you got in trouble for, and you just keep doing it.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Kanye West, also known as Ye, is buying Parler, the social media app.
Okay.
His handle on Parler is still at Kanye, if you want to follow him and you have a Parler account. But he is now going to be the owner of Parler after being kicked off both Instagram and Twitter over anti-Semitic remarks that Mark and Pat have covered previously on the podcast.
I imagine it's less than 50 billion.
Oh yeah. It's an undisclosed amount, Mark, but certainly it's like a few 100,000 active users right now.
It's like the Shkreli deal. He said he has to give them like a unreleased CD, a couple songs.
Right.
The current owner of Parler gets one of his uncut albums.
It cannot be much. Yeah. No, it's not.
They didn't disclose.
No, they didn't disclose the amount. So, but he's going to negotiate it, but they're going to sell it to him. Basically, like they're like, thank God somebody wants to buy it.
Right.
So Kanye is going to, so he's locked in because he's announced he's buying it. He wants somewhere where he can fucking post shit without being blocked by anybody.
Might as well take advantage of him while he's manic and sell. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So Parler now gets to sell their only a few 100,000 active user app. The question is, can Kanye get Parler back to the glory days of 5 million plus users and actually compete against Trump's Truth Social, which has 2.4 active currently, which is also not that great. Red Twitter, aka Getter, which has 3.8 million. That's actually the biggest
Getter's winning,
of the alternative Twitters. Yeah. And then or BlackRock / Elon Musk's original Twitter taken from Jack Dorsey, which has about 237 million active users. And when you look at these like forum posting sites, Twitter is like number 20 basically. Like they're listed in this ranking of like 1 through 30 higher than they really should be. Facebook, YouTube 2.91 billion, 2.3 billion, WhatsApp 2 billion, Messenger, Facebook Messenger 1.3 billion, Instagram 1.2 billion, WeChat which is China's big app, 1.2 billion, TikTok, 732 million. I mean, so when you put it, Telegram, 700 million. So when you put it in perspective, Twitter and these other like American forum posting sites really are nothing compared to like the big international forums.
Kanye has over 18 million followers on IG and over 31 million followers on Twitter. If he can just bring a fraction of those over, he's immediately.
That's not how that works.
I agree, Wes.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, but if people want to hear what he has to say, they'll come over and just to hear what he has to say.
He's gonna not say anything on the other.
No, he's kicked off, Mark.
He's kicked off.
He's banned.
Yeah. So if you want to follow Kanye, you got to go to Parler.
But Wes, Trump had 170 million, and his thing only has 2 million.
2.4.
Yeah, but a lot of Trump's followers were people that hated him, I think. And
you don't think Kanye has a bunch of people that hate his social opinions?
He does, but I think he's going to get
followers.
I think he's going to get
he'll get a couple hundred. He'll get a couple 100,000. He'll get less than 1% of his people to go and stay on Parler. Parler's
I'm going to join just to see what he has to say now.
Yeah.
Wait, Wes, you don't have a Parler account? So no, I don't know what Kanye's plan is to bring people over, like Wes is saying, to the world's premier free speech technology infrastructure platform. That's what Parler claims it is.
I'm going to sign up now.
Well, Wes, you're going to sign up. Mark and I actually
you're not
have.
Gonna be active on it. Yeah, you're not going to be.
Mark and I have Parler accounts that we were. Mark, you used to
active. Yeah. I got my account up to like 5,000 followers.
Really?
Yeah.
On Parler. Yeah, I was like Big Rig. I had a guy like that. He was into weightlifting, and like I just like retweeted a bunch of like Republican quotes and like followed a bunch of people, and I was like, "Don't you hate liberals?" And like I had a satire account that was like doing pretty well on Parler.
Yeah, so we can fire those back up.
Yeah.
Kanye's just pulling it like his buddy Trump with Truth Social did, so he can shit post angry, potentially racist shit to his heart's delight, and nobody can stop him because he's the owner. It's a classic rich guy move, Wes. It's like when a drunk buys a restaurant and gets into the restaurant biz, so he can't be kicked out of his own bar. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah,
and he drives it out of business because he drinks it. Ends up on bar rescue.
Yeah. Yes. Parler's going to be on social media rescue next year.
Yeah.
What if Kanye just like only if he just releases like early releases his music on Parler, that's going to drive. I mean, there's so many ways you can get people to go over there. Kanye.
Okay. I think you're a little bit optimistic on.
I'm very optimistic about.
He's going to be doing. He's going to be doing album live
Wes
streams.
is gonna buy Parler stock.
I'm going. I will.
It's private, so Kanye is going to get rich if he can do that. Wes, that is a good point because people did go nuts for like the Donda release, so possibly that could be the way he. It
just depends on how he made everyone buy a specific like media player for Donda.
Right.
Like
so maybe, but people did it.
It was like you couldn't listen to it on Spotify or SoundCloud. You had to purchase a I don't know if it was software or hardware, but it was like $300 to get a media player to play his one shitty.
He'll get
CD.
people to do crazy shit. So he'll get them to download Parler. We'll see how many.
He could just turn it into like the Black Twitter.
Sucks now.
He could literally just turn Parler into the African American community.
You don't
Twitter.
understand it. Not every African American agrees with his opinions.
I know that, but it's just saying
it's not going to be Black Twitter. That's why it's not going to be Black Twitter because it's Kanye.
But it's Kanye.
It's Kanye Twitter.
You have some opinion of Kanye that you think he's like a god.
Every black person loves Kanye, right?
Not true.
Oh, I know.
Right. I think that like it'll be Kanye's Twitter. Yeah. Kanye has a specific crew, but it's a very intersectional crew of a lot of different Venn diagrams. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that with Parler.
Crazy people love Kanye.
He's going to be the owner. I like his music. A silver lining though somewhere, Mark. No, the Pete Davidson song was hilarious. And I had a good beat. And silver lining for us, Mark, is that our old Parler accounts may be worth something again.
I'm going to hop back in there.
Yeah, get it. Fire it up.
Well, I'm already in there. I'm already Big Rig. What up,
Big Rig? Follow Big Rig. And at Kanye, and of course at Hard Factor Will and Hard Factor West, Hard Factor Mark and Pat. And that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by Paint Your Life, longtime Hard Factor sponsor. Ever wish you could bring the whole family together, no matter where they are, even if they'd never met before? Yeah. Mark, I agree, because that would be sweet. With Paint Your Life, you can. Paint Your Life will create a portrait with anyone you want together. Want a painting of your children with the grandparents they've never met, or have a lost loved one? Want to add them to events so that people feel as though they were there? With Paint Your Life, anything is possible. Even meaningful designs and quotes. You imagine it, the artist will create it. And they're much more reasonably priced than you think, especially with our deal that we're offering. If you want to get a truly meaningful gift, you've got to try paintyourlife.com. Get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price, or combine photos of people or places you love into one painting. It's meaningful and it lasts forever. That's a very big point. Like other gifts you give aren't going to last like this. This painting is going to hang on the wall forever.
Mm-hmm. Most gifts you give come out like once a year, twice a year when you go back to visit the people you gave them to. And then they go right back in like some sort of crawl space attic.
Right. The personalized painting doesn't do that. No,
it's on display.
It's on display. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. User-friendly platform makes it easy to order a custom-made hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes, and it's fast to get too. You can receive your portrait in as little as 2 weeks from ordering. Make sure you order your holiday gifts right away so you don't have to worry about shipping delays. And these customized works of art are going to be the best gift you will ever give somebody. Just give it a shot. If you're still not sure what to get a special someone this holiday season, the results will speak for themselves.
Damn right.
Yeah, it's going to be a good holiday season. You give these out. At paintyourlife.com, there is no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping on a painting. That's huge. Free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word FACTOR to 87204. That's FACTOR to 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates apply. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text FACTOR to 87204.
Damn right. Wes, were you signing up for Parler for the first half of that read?
I certainly was.
Yeah, it looked like it. You're a fever. You look distracted.
All right, 3 of us are in there now.
I thought you might have been.
We're in Kanye's site.
Follow me at #1 Kanye fan.
At Black Twitter.
At Black Kanye fan. No. At Hard Factor West, I'm in there.
All right. If you've ever wondered whether your CBD was working, that means it probably wasn't, right? Next Evo Naturals, however, though, has developed Smart Sorb technology, clinically proven to help your body absorb CBD 4 times better than regular CBD oil, because oil just doesn't mix with your water-based body. It works faster too. When you feel stress coming on, you won't waste time wondering, is it working, if you take the Stress CBD Complex, hemp extract, and ashwagandha.
Right now.
Yeah, there you go. I took 2 right before the show. You saw
My
me.
goodness.
So look, there's 2 products. I got this read 2 days in a row, and you're supposed to kind of mix them up. So tomorrow we'll do the Sleep Support CBD Complex, which is also great. For this has hemp extract and melatonin instead of hemp extract and ashwagandha. We'll talk about that one tomorrow.
Both awesome,
right? But I'm going to go back to the Stress CBD because it's my personal favorite. So I've been taking this every day. 2 a day, every day. I'm like about halfway done my bottle. Will said he's almost done his bottle. We're gonna have to.
I just finished it right now. It's that good. I mean, I'm telling you, these things are amazing.
So Smart Sorb technology improves CBD's ability to be absorbed, getting into your system in as little as 10 minutes. Most CBD oil found in tinctures, gummies, and capsules achieves only between 2 and 10% absorption, meaning you're leaving more than 90% of what you think you're getting on the side. So it says this many milligrams. Once you divide by 90% or whatever, subtract by 90%. Next Evo Naturals are scientifically formulated to deliver more CBD in a way your body can actually use it, and fast. It's proven to be 29 times better absorption in the first 30 minutes than other CBDs and oils. So help fight stress with Next Evo Natural Stress CBD Complex with ashwagandha. Bam, nailed it. Clinically proven to reduce stress by 70%. Ashwagandha and CBD are a powerful combination working together to target the source of rising stress hormones like cortisol. It's 8 times more powerful with this ashwagandha, and it's a 100% U.S. hemp-derived Smart Sorb CBD with 4 times better absorption than standard CBD. So get to the root of stress with the Stress CBD Complex from Next Evo Naturals for up to 25% off subscription orders of $40 or more. Use promo code HARDFACTOR at nextevo.com. That's nextevo.com. Promo code Hard Factor. All right. I've got a segment for you. This is called Never Getting Laid. Like In Vogue said, you're never going to get it, never going to get it. She's talking about...
Never going to get it.
She's talking about her vagina.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah. Never going to get it.
That's these people. They're not going to get it.
They're not. First up, I hate to put you on the spot here, Wes, because I've been hard on you all episode for some reason. What do you want to do more than anything in the world?
What do I want to do more than anything? Win the lottery.
Yep, that's it. That's it. It pains you every single week when you don't win the multiple drawings you are in. Some secret to even us. You check the numbers in your lottery keeper trapper. Yeah. You check the numbers in your lottery keeper trapper and painfully snap the hard plastic cover back into place and say, next time. They'll see. It's awful.
Jack Pocket is what I use now, and every morning I wake up and they send you congratulations emails when you win something. And I'm just waiting for it to say congratulations, you won the jackpot. Hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen.
Even if it's like you won like $1 back.
Yeah,
like,
congratulations, you won $2. Congratulations, you won $10. Yeah. Oh yeah. You get real excited though. It's a great rush every time you see that congratulations.
You know something's okay. All right. Well,
something's in there. Yeah.
But is never winning the lottery ever as bad as winning the shit lottery once? Like, for example, would you rather win the Mega Millions at near record high or be born without a penis and be born without a penis? So those both, or never win a major lottery and have your penis.
I'm going to take the penis.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Because without a penis, you'd never get laid. Like this poor fucking kid out of Iran that was born with a huge pair of baby balls, but no penis. As you can see, the balls are bigger than expected, but there's absolutely no penis.
They've got to give him a dick, right? They can give this kid a dick, right?
No, they cannot. To make matters worse, the boy is urinating out of his own anus. Another thing that will make it difficult to get laid if discovered by people he's trying to bang later in life.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure his Iranian dad's real thrilled with this one.
Oh, wait till you hear how thrilled he is, Wes.
Oh, no.
This is such a rare condition. It happens once in every over every 30 million births or so. There are less than 100 cases of this ever being documented in recorded medical history. It's like winning the no-dick lottery. Now, some people are born with both sets of parts, so to speak. They're called Jamie Lee Curtis's, hermaphrodites, right? But this kid is not that. He has no female parts. He's like a Ken doll with balls.
Holy moly.
Terrible.
Smooth.
I gotta take a look.
And then he's got the balls. Here's I don't know if you can
You
see
got the
me.
onions, but no corn.
Here's his x-ray. I don't know what this shows besides there is no penis. It's just like flat. But he's got some nuts in there somewhere. So the doctors want to carve him out a vagina so he can pee from the front. And to that, I'd say, good luck convincing his Iranian father.
Yeah.
Oh,
What did you just say?
You want to do what?
To my son?
To my only son? You want to do what?
That's a hard sell.
Yeah, that's an impossible sell. You might,
The doctors are trying
Bad
to convince this kid's Iranian father to carve the vagina into him.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's
So, yeah, I mean, I think
that's a tough talk.
Yeah.
no, we'd all take being born with a penis over a lottery win, right?
That's right. That's number one in the never getting laid. Hey, you
Oh
know,
my gosh.
there's
That's
ways
bad.
around it. He could use his hands or get done in the butt. But you know, it's tough.
No, he doesn't have the nerve. He doesn't have a penis head. He doesn't.
No, but he could get
wasn't.
done in the butt by someone else. But he might pee on them.
Oh,
as
he
well as
might
poop on
have.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, he might.
know,
Yeah,
but
nerve endings in there.
For the point of the story, he's never getting laid. Here's another never getting laid one. Check out these robot legs that I added. Yeah, these robot legs that professors at Stanford University designed. Now you're probably thinking these are for people who can't walk. Well, not really. They're designed to make walking easier with you exerting less energy and allowing you to walk faster and further. But they are designed for people that can walk just to walk easier. And in terms of sex appeal, they make rollerblades look like yoga pants. It's a good thing you can walk further because you'll be walking until the ends of time if you're walking around looking for a date in these things.
Right.
Let's watch a video.
Robot supported legs.
Yeah, here. Let's look at these giant robot legs on the outside of your clothes. Like a
bionic man.
Wearing the device is exciting. It feels like you have sort of a spring in your step that kind of launches you as you're walking and propels you forward. And at first it takes a bit getting used to, but after you've been using it for a while and you turn it off, you can really tell it does feel like you're taking off a large load from your body.
Yeah, the giant robot legs from your body.
Yeah. It's almost like I'm wearing robot legs.
Look at all the contraptions and pulleys and levers.
Who's ready for a day of sightseeing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what do you hike Everest?
The most important.
Yeah. So it goes on. It says you exert like 20% less energy. It basically is your calf muscle going away. It does all the work your calf muscle does, is what it says. So you exert 20% less energy. You can walk 9% faster than you normally walk. Yeah.
Look, they already jumped this. It's called a segue. They
Right.
jumped over this dumb idea and they just made a segue, which is
This is-
awesome.
Oh, but this is
a little bit
if
more
you're on
manageable.
rugged terrain,
Yeah,
Wes. Rugged
exactly.
terrain. This is like because don't
Yeah,
they
no business being out
Raytheon
there.
makes this has been out there. They make suits, I think, for soldiers that already had this for a long time. Like they have like a
Yeah, I was gonna say,
know.
I feel like I've seen the bionic legs, or like at least the helper legs before.
They have to make it a little wider, but it's also for fatties that use like scooters in the grocery store, right?
it's
It's for
to
people with
help
like
people walk that
bunions
can
and
walk.
gout and diabetes legs and stuff. Like it is for that severe shin splints, people with horrible cankles. So that will help them.
Yeah, diabetes,
But those people aren't getting laid anyway. So if you put these things on, you already weren't getting laid. You're never getting laid in these things. They are hideous looking. The way they describe it in the video and the people that are wearing it in the video, they make it sound like a bunch of skinny Asian kids are going to be rocking these around Stanford just to get to class earlier, which to me is a used case and never getting laid.
Right.
That'll never happen. No.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever have sex while wearing the robot legs.
Or if they're seen in them and then later that day they see the same person without them, like you're thinking in your head, oh, I shouldn't be going on a date with robot legs guy.
Right.
Didn't I see you earlier?
Yeah.
Weren't you wearing robot legs?
Robot legs?
I know we're in a different setting, but I can't get over it.
No, I'm
You
pretty
sat
sure it
next
was
to me in class and made a whole bunch of noise when you took off your 10-pound robot legs for 5 minutes, and it made...
Hey, you plugged them into the wall. I remember.
Yeah.
Knocking
You
over.
tripped over them. You tripped over your own robot legs. That's where I saw you from. Yeah. So never getting laid in those things. And lastly, we have a guy in the U.S. So 2 back-to-back U.S. stories. A guy in the U.S. who is literally allergic to orgasms.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's a never getting laid scenario when every time you come, you're bedridden with severe flu symptoms for the next 2 to 7 days.
I thought he just sneezed every time he came. Or something.
No, it's a lot worse.
You get the flu with every orgasm?
Yep, this is another case study. Doctors were tripping over themselves to document. Quick, make him come and roll camera. You know.
This is tough because I know we've talked about it before, but like every now and again you'll get like an orgasm headache, and you gotta weigh the odds. You gotta weigh your options. Like you know what's gonna happen. How bad do you want to come? Do you want to be in agony for 10 minutes, or do you want to come?
If you're hungover, you have high blood pressure, you know you're going to get a headache. And so that's a debate. Imagine getting a 4-day flu.
Right.
Like it's
The worst to create the sex headache is be ultra hungover and then have standing sex, vigorous standing sex.
Yeah. Anything vigorous.
That's how you kick it in for sure.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh,
that's a headache.
That's a head rush for sure.
That hurts. This condition is known as post-orgasmic illness syndrome, or disease. And it afflicts less than 1,000 people in the U.S. with less than 100 cases documented all time. So it's just slightly more common than no dick syndrome that Iranian kid was born with.
Yeah, but you got to think a lot of those no dick kids are ending up in rivers without anyone knowing, you know?
In Iran.
Yeah, in Iran.
They don't want to.
It's a hard truth, but I'm sure you're probably right.
Yeah. By the way, almost 100% of people with post-orgasmic illness syndrome are men. So women have it tough in a whole lot of biological categories, but once again, they're coming out on top in the orgasm department.
They sure do.
They don't have to worry about this. But these 1,000 men, they experience symptoms similar to hay fever or flu following every ejaculation, like fatigue, itchy eyes, stuffy or runny nose, and even memory loss. Now, memory loss seems normal, though. Like that's most guys for
like,
a few seconds.
Good.
Like, where am I? What did I do? But the other ones suck. The symptoms start with within seconds of ejaculating and can last up to 7 days. And the poor kid who the doctors are publishing in this November issue of Urology Case Reports, a periodical that usually is a chore to read, but is going to fly off the shelves this November. The poor kid was 27 years old and says he started experiencing the flu every time he came at the age starting at 18. So every time he ejaculated from 18 to 27, he was like bedridden for days. And he said he also got full body rashes and hives as well.
Yeah. I was going to say that's what was the word again you used for the hay fever, right?
Hay fever, yeah.
That's what it is. That you've seen
both.
people, like if you've played sports and shit, you've seen people have reactions to like snacks and shit. They get it. Like
he got 1,000 bumps every time.
They turn all red and they're
like, hey, do anything for spring break? Yeah, I'm gonna come on Friday, and hopefully I'll be good to go by the time Monday rolls back around.
I'll be sick for a week.
Yeah, when he's out of class on Monday, you know he came on the weekend. Yeah.
Oh yeah, first thing he does Friday night, jack off. So hopefully he's good by
Can't
Monday.
wait for summer.
Well, if you think about it, like from the age 18, yeah, but like so like
18,
every time you jerk off, have sex, or even a wet dream, right? Like you can't help that, can you?
Yeah, but that's terrible. Yeah, hopefully he's not getting a lot of those.
He's waking up with if you don't ejaculate, you do.
Eventually you have a wet dream, yeah.
Yeah, you do. He saw all sorts of doctors, specialists, and allergists, and told them that he's been abstaining for several years, and I guess really trying to wake up from sexy dreams. Like a hot chick in his dreams is like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Like, gotta wake up. I gotta wake up.
I got a work trip. I can't. not now.
That's terrible.
It's terrible.
That can turn off hay fever though? Like, is that something that science has yet?
Well, it's a good ending to this segment.
Like, then he could bust and then take a pill or like take a pill.
They gave him so he saw all these doctors. They gave him an antihistamine before and all sorts of medicine. Nothing really worked. But finally, some very helpful doctors gave him a specific antihistamine called fexofenadine, which is much longer lasting than normal antihistamines.
Nice.
They told him to jerk off, and he did while crying. And amazingly, after he shot probably, you'd imagine 20 to 30 ropes, since remember, he had purposely not been ejaculating for years.
Jammed up.
He was amazed to find out that 90% of his symptoms had gone away instantly and gone forever. So now he does just sneeze a few times and have like an itch.
Oh,
you know?
Great.
Now he just sneezes.
Glad that hay fever seems like something modern medicine should knock out real easy. Yeah,
they did. And they say a lot of these people are like allergic to their own cum. So like when it's shooting through your veins, they're allergic to. So there's like it's just like poison running through your dick, and then it shoots out in your body. Just pissed at you. Anyways, he's cured pretty much, and so he is now having sex. He said a true never getting laid success story.
Yes, ended happy.
Yeah.
I wish they would have filmed them like one of those kids that like they get like the ear like they can hear for the first time, you know, like one of those like stories.
Oh right, like the first time
he sees color.
Sees color.
He can jerks
Oh
off
my
and he's
god,
like,
I'm not sick.
I feel I feel okay.
I also wish they had filmed him like Paranormal Activity style, like after he jerked off, like getting sick.
Yeah,
I wish you'd seen both. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like turning the werewolf
And hives and stuff.
Man.
Yeah, his documentary would be excellent.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Not sure about you guys, but I live in a neighborhood where pretty much anything goes as far as Halloween decorations go. No HOA, just giant spiders.
Yep.
We got gravestones, ghosts hanging from trees, spider webs that won't come down until a huge storm, takes them down.
The fake scarecrow guy hanging from the roof.
Yeah, all that shit. It's just trash city.
My direct next door neighbor has he must have 20 installations, different Halloween blow ups in his yard.
Yeah,
I think my neighbor killed his wife and just put her in a chair out there.
That's at the 7-Eleven. That's what they're doing at the homeless camp.
Yeah,
Mark's got an axe, the guy with the axe at the bus stop.
Yeah, just decorating it with actual homeless people.
This is great for my neighborhood. These psychos can blend in.
Yeah,
this
and I was thinking about it. I was doing one of those, one of my phone calls, which is what I tell my son when I want to take a few laps around the block and smoke a cig. Yeah. And I saw these ghosts hanging from trees, and I was thinking, man, Halloween must be just terrible for anyone who's ever found a loved one hanging from a rope from a suicide. And I know it's dark, but it happens. And then once a year, these idiots think it's a good idea to just hang people from trees willy-nilly.
Well, it's because it's Halloween.
It's also
what's
awful
next?
It's awful for anyone that's got a family member that's been eaten by an 8-foot spider.
Yeah. What are they going to create? Miscarriages next?
Tough for people that have seen Frankenstein in real life.
Yes.
They're going to do school shootings, a bunch of dead kids with backpacks on in their yard. I mean, it's unbelievable. People take this shit too far. I bet someone listening right now is like, "Oh, I'm going to win Halloween. Dead kids, backpacks, perfect."
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. Halloween people tend to be pretty goofy, I feel actually. They're they like the scary shit, but they're
right.
People that love Halloween are some of the goofiest people. Probably.
Yeah, we get it. You're dark. You love Halloween. A few skulls
you
in
own
your
a
house.
snake.
Yeah, you own a snake. Exactly. You pretend to love cemeteries.
Yeah.
But it never fails. Every year, some asshole takes it too far and wastes the cops' time because some other asshole thinks it's real, and now is not the time to test the sensitivity of people. Not today. The world is on edge. Yeah,
the world is on edge of time.
Well, it's like fireworks for vets, right?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just not time. Look at this guy from Dallas from 2020.
Some vets, not all.
So I found some of the most offensive and just crazy Halloween decorations I could find over the years. This is a big one. This happened in 2020. This guy from Dallas created this. It's just a gory, bloody scene all over. I mean, the most
like the Terrifier 2.
Yeah, it's like the Terrifier 2. This guy, he's got a bucket full of skulls.
Dude, that's sick. I would love to trick or treat at that house.
That's badass.
I would honestly like to take my kids to that.
He's got a wheelbarrow with just limbs.
There's just 3 totally dead dudes.
There's 3 dead dudes. One has a safe, crushed his head, like a scene from Saw. One guy's laying on with a chainsaw on his back, and then there's one that's just in a plastic bag, a body bag.
That is a great decoration.
Yeah. Amazing.
So people were worried about that?
Oh, people were very offended by it because they called the cops because they looked too real, and then cops had to come out and be like, "Oh my god, this." And then this one,
it's 1 fucking month, just fucking get over it.
I mean, this one it looks like an OD from Ohio. He's got it's like an upside down OD crucifixion.
It's it's like it's a Mike Myers.
He's got needles coming out of him. He's upside down
syringes in his neck.
Yeah, syringes in his neck.
In the neck.
Yeah.
He's on a cross, Wes.
Right. Yeah, it's upside down crucifixion.
He had the what's it called? The thing where Jesus
Stigmata.
Stigmata.
Yeah, it's nuts, and he's got like demons behind him, like gargoyles.
It's nuts.
That's pretty fucking awesome, though. I mean, like,
here's a couple.
You're telling
more.
me you wouldn't like to roll up on these things and
That's
see
a
them?
snake owner.
Listen, I'm just saying. That's
a snake owner's house.
People
for
are
sure.
on edge these days, and the cops don't need to be called to these
They
places.
got a piercing that's not common, and a snake.
Look at this one.
Tongue, nose, eyebrow.
Think about getting my tongue split.
Yeah.
Look at this one. This is just a clown that has hung an entire family in the front yard.
Wow.
They're all in nooses, and the clown is holding the rope.
There's a baby hanging.
This one probably cost the least to do too.
Yeah, probably.
Baby.
This one's insane. This is family hanging, and then I don't know if the kid trying to boost the dad up is real on the bottom, like to save him. If not, that's just a spectacular touch.
Yeah. What is this? What does the sign say on the dad?
I don't know. I couldn't read it. It's like please do not try to save me. I don't know what the fuck it says.
It says will something for a job. It says something about his job.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Oh, he's like a deadbeat.
He got fired.
Yeah, that's awesome. And making fun of their dad for
and then he
losing
killed the
his
whole
job.
family, and then he killed himself.
Daddy's been lying to mommy about being fired from the job to the point where our funds are irreversible, and now we're all hanging from the tree.
I love it. It's a joke, though. It's Halloween.
Okay. Well, the reason I brought it up because this
real.
TikTok was trending about this cop in UK who had to go and make sure this dead body wasn't real, that they just strewn upon the lawn.
All right, do you want to tape that back on?
He kicks the body. It's like wrapped in like duct tape.
He's got shoes on.
Yeah.
We can't see it. There's a guitar laying next to a body in a bag, and there's real shoes. Okay, there you can see it from afar.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. They like taped it mummy up style with real clothes, real shoes on it.
Yeah. It looks like the one body in that first house you showed that had 4 bodies.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. This
in
one
a bag. Yeah, looks like the black
So was
bag.
the cop upset that he had to go do that? Did they get a citation?
Yeah, people were upset. Like, it's just not creative. You know what I mean? People are just wrapping up dead bodies and strewing them across the like this. This is just like 3 dead bodies hanging from trees.
So you're saying the dead body thing is just you're not against all Halloween. You're just
I'm
against the dead
anti
body
people
stuff.
hanging from trees. That's what I'm anti. I don't need to drive by.
That's a good thing to be anti.
But they're mannequins. Okay, I see what you're saying. No hanging mannequins.
Yeah.
What about
It's a little bit traumatic.
Hanging's a trigger.
What if
in
it was a
general.
skeleton? Wes?
Skeleton, okay, fine. You know it's dead. You know it's a skeleton. But this is a guy in a tie with his whole
At
family.
least their heads are bagged up. You know?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like BTK was there.
I mean, to me, I think it's like, okay, I also love horror movies. I love everything about like horror movies, Halloween, everything. None of it freaks me out.
You want to go
I
see
think
the Terrifier 2 when you're in town, Will?
Oh, sure. Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know if we'll have enough time, but I would. I think like, look,
I watched
me,
that trailer.
like,
I'm not seeing that movie.
to me, it's like, it's all fake. It's all just a joke pretty much. And I think it's just like some people view it as a funny joke. And then other people are like, oh, it's crazy and gross.
Halloween is awesome. There's one thing, though, not to be a party pooper, because I think those were really good decorations. I liked them, but it's a really important holiday for the kids too. And trick or treating in neighborhoods. So like I think it's better for the outdoor props to be more like giant spider, skeleton.
Yeah. It's classic Halloween.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
But
more fun for the whole neighborhood. Now, I'm an adult. I'm an adult without kids.
This one, this is just a guy like buried in half a hole in his front yard.
That's pretty good.
And the cops
He's
had to
so
be called.
proud he got the cops called. That's awesome.
Yeah, he did a good job with his decorations. Yeah.
Here's a car crash. Just a bloody car crash.
Luckily, they had an extra car.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
that's pretty good.
That's good. To me, I like those. Those to me. I'm like, if I see that, I'm like, oh, that person put in a lot of effort. That's cool. I zero thought of being offended or.
Well, you're not offended, but does it scare your child?
To me, I don't need to know that the guy next to me is such a weirdo that he wants to hang like dead bodies from his fucking tree.
It's a joke
for a whole month. It's a whole month. People do this for a whole month.
Plus, it's just
with
Halloween.
that type of effort, they're not going to do it for a couple days.
It's just Halloween.
8% of the year, I got to look at some dead bodies hanging from my next door neighbor's tree.
That's right.
October.
Yeah,
that's right.
A little too much.
It's not their fault that October is a 31-day month.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 out of 12 months. 1 out of 12 months. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
You're just gonna deal with it. Great.
Halloween decoration.
Yeah, I'm anti the hanging dead bodies from trees and I like a big goofy Frankenstein, but
he likes his Halloween decorations PG.
Like
you don't like a rated R Halloween show.
No, I think it's insane.
You will. We got to get Wes in the Terrifier 2 and strap him down.
Wes, can we take you to? Have you ever been to like a haunted house?
Yes, I've been to a haunted house. Yes, it's
I'm assuming you did not have fun.
It's something, isn't it? Yeah.
It's something, isn't it?
Yeah. Those are
hanging out with the haunted house crew would be the best thing of all time. Just make them smoke a whole pack of cigarettes together.
Well, you'd have that in common. You guys would be smoking cigarettes.
Oh,
left and right.
we could do that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
not enough cigarettes in the world for a haunted house crew.
Just be creative with your Halloween
First thing that
decorations.
you rebel from your parents is cigarettes, and then you go to the haunted house.
Yeah, that's right.
And you get a snake.
House. You can finger your girlfriend in the haunted house.
That's right.
There you go. It's pretty good. All right, let's move on. Guys, I think it's safe to say that when we walk on a plane, people are saying to themselves, please not here, please not here, please not here. Then they breathe a sigh of relief as we walk past the empty seat next to them, right? Yes. Nobody's saying, oh, I hope this sweaty fat fuck is sitting next to me. That'll make the flight a lot better. No one says that.
I mean, on Southwest, you can like see the people's eyes. Like if you're not one of the first seated,
the fear in their eyes.
Yeah,
listen, I do it. I do it to fat people, and I'm fat. I'm like, oh, please God, not here. Which is but sometimes you get sat next to a real fat guy, and he plops down next to you, and you both are just like, okay, we're gonna make the best of it. You both kind of like just agree your legs and arms are just going to be all over each other the whole time.
You wake him up when the snack thing comes.
Right. You might as well. Oh yeah, that's normal. You get fat guy sat next to fat guy. You're like, we're just going to touch. It's okay.
Right. Yeah, we're just going to touch, which is fine. But for skinny people who get sat next to a fat person, they really have no choice but to either embrace the hell they are in or try to squeeze themselves as small as possible to avoid contact with our fat, glistening, sweaty arms and legs.
Yeah, I mean, I see their point. They put in a lot of work, and then they gotta deal with the fat us. I get
it's no doubt repulsive, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
tough.
It's got to be tough. Well,
they should have like a section of 4 across for skinny people, and then like 2 or 3 across for fat people.
Right. Yeah, like they have the fat seats for the roller coasters.
Yeah,
they need to have those.
Maybe pay like $20 more a seat or something.
I would absolutely pay $20 more a seat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they should offer skinny seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should offer skinny seats for people that complain about fat people.
And if you can't fit in the skinny seat, you're off the flight. Like you lied, you're off.
Right. You have to be skinny enough to fit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could pack more people
you pay
in that
less.
way.
Yeah.
Imagine if there was like a 500-pound person trying to go in a skinny seat. That'd be amazing.
Then you're off the flight.
Yeah, you get kicked off.
I like that. You do it as a prank. You do it as a prank because you want someone to film it.
Right.
Well, that's where I could fit. Hold on.
Yeah. Just getting people to push you down, like when you're trying to put the thing in the overhead and it's not fitting. I can get it. I can get it.
Like the girl that on the roller coaster, pushing you in, giving you a panic attack.
They break out some sticks to try to push you in.
Yeah, exactly.
Grease me up.
Like the Japanese subway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, one woman on American Airlines flight is making news because she just must have been, she was in that situation one too many times because she is demanding actions by American Airlines after she was wedged, quote, between 2 fat African-American gentlemen. And here is her tweet. It says, I am currently literally wedged between 2 obese people on my flight. This is absolutely not acceptable or okay. If fat people want to be fat, fine. But it is something else entirely when I'm stuck between you with your arm rolls on my body for 3 hours. And here's the individual picture.
We're trying to hold their arms to themselves.
The guy in the purple is
he's got some arm
exposed.
Fat.
Yeah.
Here's the guy in the white. He's not as bad, but he's got some arm.
Look, they both have big arms, and their bodies are wider than the chairs. Okay?
And here's Dr. Sydney Watson.
She's a doctor?
No, I don't know. She's just a.
She's certainly not like a counselor.
No, she's not an MD.
No, bedside manner.
She's a YouTube creator. Yeah.
She's what's it called? She's Kevorkian type doctor. She's euthanasia.
Right. She's like, I'll gladly help these men kill themselves.
Right.
Right. Yeah. She's a skinny white
and
chick.
also shame them on social media into potentially that in a dark mental hellscape.
Yeah. She's a bad doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
She also said, if you need a seatbelt extender, you are too fat to be on a plane. Buy 2 seats or don't fly.
Well, then why the fuck do they have the seatbelt extender? Genius.
Right.
They literally wouldn't have made it if the people who needed it couldn't possibly fit in the seat. You fucking moron.
Yeah. She also said the flight attendant.
The extender.
She said the flight attendant on the plane has asked me 4 times if I need anything, and I gave her the "this is fucked" pity expression. Yeah.
You could ask for a new seat. It's normal in this situation.
Well, she asked the brother to one of the women she was sitting next to if he'd like to swap seats, and he says no, that's okay. And
the family wouldn't swap with her. That's why she's mad. I get that now. I get that now.
She
Family
says,
wouldn't swap with her.
I don't care if this is mean. My entire body is currently being touched against my wishes. I can't even put my armrest down on either side because there's no fucking room. I'm sick of acting like fatness to this extent is normal. Let me assure you, it is not. And so American Airlines responded to her after she called out American Airlines, and she says, our passengers come in all different sizes and shapes. We're sorry you were uncomfortable on your flight. And she says, holy shit, this is what you want to tell me? Sorry you were
might as well
uncomfortable.
have said nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, so I got on the phone and I called American Airlines just to find out, what their policy was. And look, this is not a home run because I was put on hold for a very long time, but I'm going to play it for you anyway because I spent a lot of time doing this. And this is just me calling American Airlines to ask them what their policy is.
Oh, good.
American Airlines, this is going to make a new reservation.
Yeah, hey, I am. I just had a few questions. It's kind of embarrassing. I've recently gained a little bit of weight, and I'm not sure if I need to book an extra seat or not. I don't know what the policy is. She's so nice.
Let's see.
This is really embarrassing. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I just don't want, I don't want to encroach on anyone's seat or anything like that,
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry if I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you on a brief hold so I can get those exact dimensions for you for my reference test.
Okay.
And then,
I asked for the seat dimensions.
Yeah, and then I'll come back.
All right. Thank you.
One moment.
Thank you.
Yeah, like you
Stupid music.
Did you happen to know what do you have any idea what flight you wanted so I could look at that specific aircraft?
Yeah. I'm looking to go up around Thanksgiving. Funny enough.
Okay.
food.
Maybe I should just skip Thanksgiving,
Now you're laughing.
She said no.
Okay, I'll look at the generic seat for those flights, and then I'll let you know those dimensions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for holding, hello.
Of course, thanks for eating.
I'm sorry, you caught me mid-bite.
You're good.
Sorry.
So there is no really specifics requirements. It's just really what you're comfortable with. I can give you the dimensions, and then you can see
That'd be great.
what works for you.
I just need the seat, basically. Yeah.
Okay. The seat width doesn't go over between 15.9 to 17 inches, so 17.3 max.
That's wide?
And then, width.
Oh, Lord, there is no way. Oh.
And then,
all right. Now, what if the person next to me complains about me? If I've seen this in the news recently, where the larger person gets on and gets sat next to some Karen, and they complain, and then it's a big deal, and next thing I know, my picture's on the internet of my fat arm hanging over under her seat. Y'all have any policy about that? Or I'm worried I'm going to be embarrassed here.
yeah, no problem. There's no like policy. I mean, they would try to accommodate to best works for everyone.
He's at the bottom of that bag.
But yeah, we try to avoid that with like precautions, stuff like that.
Right.
It really would just depend on like what you're comfortable with the measurements. If you're within those, then I mean,
Okay.
you know, like they can't really complain if you're within those.
Okay. All right. Not listening. 17 inches, huh?
Yeah.
That ain't much. All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call around and see who other people, other airlines they have if they have anything larger than 17 inches. But I really appreciate your time and your sensitivity to this issue.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for calling. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye bye.
She's so nice.
Yeah. She had all the time in the world for you. That was nice.
17 inches. That's not much.
17 inches, that ain't much.
No,
Anyway,
that's the problem. Dr. Kevorkian, she needs to be mad at the airlines as well as the obese Americans.
Yeah, they've made seats smaller while people got fatter, right?
They absolutely have made
Google it. Yeah.
have made seats smaller and like not only between the seats widthwise, but front to back, like
right.
Combination of people getting fatter, especially in America, and the seats getting smaller leads to worse flight conditions.
Anyway, I think she's a racist because I think the real problem, because at the end she tweeted, I'd like some reparations, please.
Oh,
yeah. And I mean,
so she used the word reparations.
She used the word reparations because she was wedged between two fat black guys.
Inappropriate. I think the reason she did that is because the family wouldn't trade. She must have just been seeing red after the family wouldn't trade.
Yeah, well, she's an idiot.
And yes, an idiot for posting that.
She should have said, I want, like a voucher. Reparations was a direct shot at black people.
That's what you call a dog whistle?
Right, yeah. So she shouldn't have done that. Should have stuck it to just the family that wouldn't trade her seat.
3-hour flight to slavery.
Right. That's a bad comparison. That's a real bad one.
So she sucks.
Yeah, not a doctor.
I hope she gets sandwiched next flight too.
Yeah, she's been very unapologetic that she's taken that. Even Fox News covered it. But anyway, that's that.
Reparations, huh?
Reparations, yeah. Whoa.
Well, I don't think she's going to get them.
No,
but everybody now knows that she's probably racist. Okay, let's bring up the wheel. See who.
I've never used reparations in my life, regardless of, and now I'm certainly never going to, but it's a weird choice of word, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, in the situation,
yes, and it's a weird choice of word.
Yeah, in the context, it's almost racist. Okay, here we go. Cup of coffee in the big time. Tomorrow is going to be Pat.
Wheel knows.
Pat will be back. The wheel sensed his missing tonight, and it struck. The wheel knows.
It struck. Got him. All right, that's gonna do it.
What chips were you actually eating?
I was eating Smart Pop, or no, a Skinny Pop popcorn. Nice. I was on hold for like 9 minutes, and I was like, I'm just gonna go get a bag of chips and fucking be eating when she comes back on.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. We will all be here in force tomorrow. We hope you join us for that. But most importantly, we love you and have a great fucking day.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.